You remember the old adage, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Well, that's what I had to do tonight. I hate it when you have a plan. You know, it's just a perfect idea of something you're going to do, and then all of a sudden everything falls apart and you just can't get it done. And it was only a live video, just a live video on Facebook. Could not get it done. Facebook decided it wasn't going to allow me to do a live video today. No matter what I tried, no matter where I tried. I wanted to do it outside. I wanted to do it out in the beautiful countryside of our yard. It's a pretty yard. My husband's out there working hard, weed eating it right now. It's a pretty yard. And I wanted to do it outside, so I gathered up my stuff, took my stuff outside, sat in the swing, tried. It just wouldn't work. Was going to wear my tiara that Facebook gives me when I choose that, what do they call it? Theme. When I choose that theme, get to wear the princess tiara and the makeup. Because we met our goal. Our team met our goal. I am officially, I feel like it's really, really official now, a bronze leader, which means I get the money, the $1,500. Actually, Avon's already given it to me from what I can tell looking at my reports, but they weren't supposed to give it to me until, from what I read, from what I understood, after I had this campaign, Campaign 10, turned in and had 8,000 in team sales. And so I was determined, even though it looked like the money was in my account already a week ago, I was determined. We were making another 8K on this campaign. I actually need that much every campaign to be paid as a bronze leader. But to get the bonus money, I needed 4 campaigns in a row with, one in between there that could be a grace campaign. That did not meet the 8K. But anyway, so I made it. And so I'm celebrating. Wanted to wear the tiara. Couldn't do it. There's no tiara on this video. And the quality is not that great on this video. The Facebook quality is better for some reason. I don't know how to make this better on this. That's just blurry to me. But anyway, here I am doing the other thing that wouldn't work. I promised my team that when I made official bronze leader bonus, when I had the bonus money coming, I would do a drawing, and everybody who had an order in 3 campaigns running would be entered in a drawing for $100. So I was all set to do the drawing. I was going to do it Facebook Live. Could not find my papers. I've had those papers for 6 weeks, where I printed out the first campaign, Campaign 7. I printed out the list of people who had an order, and it was 43 people. On the second campaign, Campaign 8, I went through there and marked out the ones who did not have an order for Campaign 8, which brought it down to, I think, 30. Third campaign, Campaign 9, went through there, marked out the ones who didn't have an order. We were down to 23, I believe is the number. But I can't find the paper. I think the number's 23. So I used random.org and came up with a number. And I think it's random.org. I've forgotten. It's been a few days. But anyway, came up with a number, went down the list to that number. That name won the $100. And I don't remember the name. I was going to actually call off everybody who was in that drawing. Now, I did have other people ordering, you understand, all along there. More than 23 people. But they had to have an order in those 3 in a row. And so some people don't order every single campaign, which is their option. I have ordered every single campaign for more than 31 years, or right at 31 years, I guess, because I just celebrated my anniversary. So never missed one, even in the hospital having a baby. Got home from the hospital with Seth, turned in my order before I went to bed. or got it ready. I think we had to go drop them off then. The next morning, my husband was going to go drop it off, but I got it ready to go so he could go drop it off at the drop point. This was pre-internet days. We didn't know anything about the internet back then because that was 29 years ago, I guess. So anyway, little tangent off to the side there. Back to what I was trying to do outside. Other than the drawing, which I couldn't do because I don't have the numbers. I hope I find that paper. But I've turned, not turned the house upside down, but the area where that paper should be, all in my office, which is the whole den. I've been all over that thing. So I'm going to have to print it out again. I do remember what the number was that Random gave me, so I can go down there and, find that number once I get the printout. It's driving me crazy. I don't want to print it out and have to go into Vibe and find all those, names again. But I said by the time, I could have had it printed and done, I guess, by the time it took me to look around everywhere. But when I went outside and couldn't do the video, I thought, forget it. Go on outside, do the video. Got a mosquito bite because I didn't have a bug guard on. Walked all over the place. Couldn't get anywhere to get a signal. Came back in the house, couldn't get anywhere to get a signal, put the phone down, went and looked for that paper again. 15 minutes later, came back, still can't get a signal for live. I got a signal. I've got, I'm here. I'm here with my phone, and my phone is working. The internet is working, but can't do Facebook Live. I don't know why. I can look around on Facebook. Maybe they're tweaking something, making it better, just temporarily out of function. So, we shall try to do this in here. It was going to be easier outside. What I wanted to do was just tell you about my day. It was pretty good up until the last 30 minutes. Went and got my hair trimmed. Miss Meredith at Hair Addicts. I can always get in really easy to see her. And so I made an appointment last week for today. Went in and got my hair trimmed. On my way there, I dropped off some Avon books. On my way back from there, I dropped off some Avon books. I also dropped off an order. Maybe 2 orders. Yes, 2 orders for 2 of my good customers who've been customers for many, many years. Made my way back to the house. Got my extra order I was doing this campaign turned in. Got ready to go to have lunch with my college friend, who's still a friend after many years of not seeing her. We see each other occasionally now because her husband preaches at the Lincoln Church of Christ here in Huntsville. And so went to have lunch at Panera in Bridge Street. I'd never eaten at that Panera before. And she treated me. So that was a great thing. Thank you, Bonnie. And that's a different Bonnie, not my Bonnie. And so she treated me to lunch. And one reason we were meeting is because she helps with the Alana Avon fundraiser. And we needed to get the books to her because she wasn't at the meeting Saturday when she wasn't able to be there when we started the fundraiser. So that was a reason for meeting with her. And so lunch was just a good way to do that. Got that done. Was going to go to Huntsville to do a couple of deliveries while I was over that way, but couldn't get in touch with one of those ladies, so I worked my way back through Madison doing deliveries. And, little visits here and there with different ones of my customers who are my friends. And then back home, whipped together some very delicious tuna fish salad, I think. And we had that for supper, the hubby and I. And then I got I checked my figures on the computer somewhere in there to make sure I guess it was right after I got home, to make sure I had made the goal and made the goal. So we're good. We're good. The full money is mine the way I thought it was supposed to be mine. So anyway, but when I was out doing deliveries, I noticed that everything visible on my person was Avon. And so I thought I would I'm looking up here. Something pops across the screen, and I was like, oh, who is that popping in? I'm not live. I'm not live. Anyway, it's hard when you're used to being live, not just doing a video. Okay, so I noticed that everything I was wearing, or, you know, on my person here that was visible was Avon. And I hear now and again somebody say, there's people who don't even know about Avon anymore. And that's hard for me to believe, because the older generation, we grew up knowing Avon. And so anyway, if you don't know Avon, maybe you're too young. Maybe you just haven't had the pleasure of knowing an Avon lady. I wanted to show you some of the things that Avon has, okay? They're not just one thing, not just this, not just that. Avon is a lot of things, and that's the beauty of it. There's something for everyone in Avon. The men, the women. Kids have been, it's been a little low on things for kids. We've had bubble bath, but we're fixing that. For years we had plenty of kids stuff, but right now there's not much. But just 4 more campaigns, you'll be seeing that again. But let me just show you. Harder to do in here than outside, but let's see. I can't even flip the camera. I'll just move it, okay? So from my feet, there, let's see. These sandals are Avon sandals. Can I get the camera down there enough? There. They're Avon sandals from about, either 2 or 3 years ago. So very comfortable. I like toe shoes very much. Okay, so, toenail polish. Toenail polish? I can't see. Toenail polish is Avon. Okay. The pants are Avon. These are from our Savannah Blooms collection. Back in the spring. The shirt is Avon. These are the persimmon. The shirt is the persimmon stripe. That's Avon. The necklace, which got a couple of compliments today, which I have not worn this in a while. And if I remember correctly, this was one of the pieces of jewelry we received at a President's Club tribute luncheon. It may have been an Avon piece, but one of my customers who was admiring it said, no, if that had been in the Avon brochure, I would have bought that. I said, well, it's maybe, 15, 20 years old. And it's got the peach color, so that's why I put it on today. It's got cameos. I love cameos. So I couldn't find anything on it. I think the word Avon is here on the back, but a lot of times there'll be something on it to indicate, that it's from the PC tribute. But could be back then they weren't doing it that way. So anyway, the necklace, still looking great after all these years, is Avon. The earrings are Avon. I chose my pearls with the little heart top. It's a gold heart and a pearl to go with the pearls in the necklace. They didn't come together or anything like that. Different year, whatever. Okay. So, the makeup is Avon. The rings are Avon. I know what it was. I said everything except for these 2 rings is Avon. These 2 rings, my wedding ring set, and then my grandmother's ring there at the base, the anniversary ring looking thing, that my set is welded together. So they're together, they're at the top. And then that one was my grandmother's. And so that's not Avon, but these rings are. This one was a gift from the district manager, the heart, when we did some extra special things for her to get us to a Circle of Excellence team. Well, not team, but district. Back then, I guess they don't really do those anymore, but it was really big back a few years ago. And so that's from the Avon Fine Jewelry. Gold with diamonds, and I've never lost a diamond. There are a lot of little diamond chips in that. This one is Black Hills Gold. It's kind of harder to see on this video. I like that one because of the vine. I think of it as, that's to remind me that Jesus is the vine and I am one of the branches. So I love that ring too. And I had misplaced that one for several weeks. I thought maybe the cat had knocked it off the dresser, when I laid my rings down, but I couldn't find it. And turned out one day, just like yesterday or the day before, I decided to get out a piece of jewelry that I keep in a box. I've got lots of jewelry, so it's in different places, different boxes in a jewelry cabinet, things like that. So I decided to get out a piece of jewelry, and when I opened the box, this ring was in with all of that other jewelry, and I was so thrilled to have it back. So I have been to Black Hills. I haven't been too many places, but I've been there. And I have a pinky ring that I got there, but it doesn't fit me anymore because I was back in college. But what I wanted to say about the clothes, we are coming out with different clothes and fashions, that we'll have the jewelry to match, the shoes to match, all of this kind of thing. I've forgotten if it's every third campaign or 6 weeks, something, what that is, every third campaign, isn't it? Every few campaigns, we come out with a different collection. We had the Savannah Blooms, now we've got the Seaside Gardens, and these items sell out pretty quickly. So don't delay. If you see something you like, go ahead and get that ordered, because, and then that's not just talk, trying to make it sound, oh, we sell out of everything, so hurry. No, that's true, because I've had several customers disappointed because the items that they're wanting, we're now in the third campaign for Seaside Gardens, just finishing up that one, actually, the third campaign, and they're not there. Some of those items have sold out. So you don't want to, dilly-dally if you really want it. Oh, another couple of things here that I had with me today. Not actually wearing, unless you want to call having your purse wearing it. Yeah, there's some Avon products. I don't guess I've ever shown that. That is my stash. I don't keep a lot of inventory, but this is just a little bit of what I've got. I've got a little bit more than usual right now because I'm doing a little bit of stock up. But this is my Butler bag, which I love, and that's from Avon. Of course, I got my book sticking out, but you can't, there's no point in showing you in great detail what it looks like because you can't get it one anymore anyway. And this is my wallet, which I love this too, because I'm about to wear these things out. I've used them so much, but the strap comes off if I want it to come off. When I'm going into a store or something, or a restaurant like for lunch today, just grab this out and take it and throw a blanket over the purse in the back seat. I got the money with me anyway, so because that is so handy. It's perfect for doing what I do, making change for customers all the time. Okay, yes, and see, the Butler bag's great because you got your Avon book and just stick right out the top if you carry it in. But I don't like to always carry it in. I shouldn't. Just always have it with me, so I have my book with me. But yeah, that's the Butler bag, and so that also is Avon. Like I was saying, not just the clothing, but other things rotate. That is another beauty of the Avon business. If you're interested in having a business of some sort, is that we add new products every 2 weeks, every campaign. There will be some new products that come out. That doesn't mean everything else goes away, but things do go out, after a time, and then new things come in all the time. So something for everyone, and new things all the time. So you've always got something to sell to your customers, if that interests you. Okay, one reason the clothing is selling out is because there are quite a few of us Avon representatives, and we do love the new styles, and so we're buying them too. And since we get to buy them ahead of time, ahead of the customers, it makes it a little harder on the customers. That's another reason you might want to consider becoming an Avon representative, so that you can purchase the products on demo. See, this is the What's New. This is the What's New for campaign 14. And inside of this, you see the front cover is talking about the vitamin C serum. And there's something about it going to be free with a purchase. I think it's like 2 of the new purchases. You get that free. And so the first few pages are about that. But we're getting a new lipstick. Not lipstick, but lip gloss. Getting a new lip gloss. The glazeware is going out. And this one is coming in. So improved. And the name has changed. And so right now we can get some of our lipsticks and things on demo. This one does not have a great many new things, but it does have some. There's new jewelry. Some of the fine, new fine jewelry. The sterling silver, or possibly that, let's see, I believe that's sterling. We do, yeah, the sterling silver Geo collection. So that's a new collection. And as I said, we can order these things on demo or, you know, for ourselves, for gift giving and such. So here's a couple more pretty things that are coming. This is the abalone. And more things in the pink ribbon. I got that around there. So anyway, that's one reason the clothes are selling out before some of the customers can get them. But if you order in the first campaign, generally, you know, you will be able to get what you want. Just the first time you see it. If you see something you like, go ahead and order it before it sells out. Okay, that's long enough for this video. I'm not happy with the quality of it. I'm not sure why that's not so great. But I guess I'll let that be it since I couldn't go live. No tiara.